Hi, I'm Jaymee Barrows, and I'm here to talk a little bit about Adobe and Adobe Education Exchange. So, in Weber School District, we're really lucky that we have access to the Adobe Creative Cloud and we've got access to online tools like Adobe Express. The Adobe Education Exchange is a great place to get started if you have never used these and if you're looking to become a little bit more savvy in some of these Adobe products. So one of my favorite things is up here in the under professional learning on this tab. We have some great self-paced courses and some learning toolkits where you can go through and learn about, for example, Photoshop. And so these are all self-paced and completely free for Weber School District employees, and you can go through and learn a little bit more about these because things like this really help make teaching easy. It helps you go quicker on things, and it is an investment at first, but it will pay off in the long run. And so professional learning is awesome, and you can even earn badges and a lot of different things where you can become a certified Adobe educator. And then right here under teaching resources, this is probably my favorite part of the Adobe Education Exchange because this comes with lesson plans and different tutorials to help you figure out how to use some of these products. So right here, if we go to find resources, right here we can narrow our search and find specific things. Like for instance, I want teaching resources because I want some of these lesson plans. Then I can narrow by subject and I can also narrow by product. So if I want to teach something like maybe Photoshop, if I am a photography teacher, I can look at that and then look to see what resources they have for that. And then I can filter through education level, filter how much time it takes to complete, and filter by author, but I usually don't focus on that one. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, you need to think about what product you're using, and some of these products require a desktop app, specifically Photoshop, Premiere Pro, all of those things focus on that and will not run on Chromebooks, but Adobe Express is an awesome one where it actually will run on Chromebooks and run on Chromebooks really well. It will run on any device that will connect to the internet. And so I'm going to leave that one selected because that's the one. And then for subjects, obviously select the subject that you teach and select the age level. Right now I'm just going to leave it open so you guys can kind of look to see what a lot of these are. So right here you can see as I scroll down, there are actually 17 pages of subjects for just Adobe Express. And sometimes I even like to just see kind of what other ones are out there, and I don't narrow it by subjects because maybe you can adapt it for your class because a good idea is a good idea. And so if I wanted to get specific too, I can also come up here to the search bar and let's say for instance, I was an English teacher and in my poetry unit, I could go and then see what teachers have done for poetry. So this is a great example right here. And so this teacher uploaded this lesson where they've got an overview of the project, they've even got a little bit about the author, and they include all of the resources that they used. So right here, I'm going to click on this, and right here, they have 4 resources. And so they've got their lesson plan sequence, they've got a video example that they created themselves, and they also had a template that they can send to their students to say, hey, we wrote our poems, put your poem in here, this is how you're going to do it. And then this is my favorite. This is a tutorial of how they do it. And so they publish these on YouTube, and you can show these to your students, show it on Canvas, and it takes them through step by step. So this person, they started out with a poem, and then they wrote off on this little side right here what visuals they wanted to do with that poem. And then they made a video about it. And so right here, their poem was called Why I Run. And then they were able to present their poem in a way where it wasn't just reading it in front of the class. They were able to do it with graphics, and they can have it forever, even post it on their social media if they were really proud of it. And it's just a more professional way that you can put this together. And so for this is the finished example. If you come over here, and I think I actually already have this open. And this was the teacher's example of Why I Run. And it's got music to it.
Just for fun.
And you can hear that they also have the audio overlay where they're able to read it. And so you've got the student voice still, and it can be a really good thing if students are shy and don't want to read in front of the class. They can just do that audio overlay and have it in there. And you can download these resources. You can add it to your little library, and it's a really, really awesome thing to get started for how you can utilize Adobe Express into your classroom. So, thank you.